Now you are probably wondering, what is Trello? Today I hope to answer that question. As you can see, Trello is basically a program that allows you to organize anything that requires organization. Trello can help you with that. It is very flexible and it has a lot of options that allows you to get anything, yes, anything that requires organization to get done. We use it for ministry and we're going to show you what we mean by this. Basically, the way Trello works is Trello has what are called organizations. Here we have Army of Youth Ministry. This is an organization on Trello. We have church organization, which has, you see, create a new board. These are all boards. Now we have Walks with God Ministries, and every organization has boards. And these boards, we can look at an example. We're going to look at the formatting team. So let's look at that for it. Now, inside this formatting team board, we will see that this, oh, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Let's go to proofreading. Oh, it's a different, here it is. The proofreading team. This board has a list. Each one of these, this is a list. This big thing is a list. This longer thing is a list. So you see every board has lists. And you can add another list simply by typing anything you want, hitting save, and you got yourself a list. But we don't want that, so I'm going to archive that. But here, each board has a list, and on every list you have what are called cards. These little things are each called cards, and these lists are kind of like to-do lists. They have a list of things that we need. See this list called needs proofreading? This has a list of each card representing a different publication that needs to be proofread. Now, you may be wondering right off the beginning, what do all of these colors represent? That's why we have a getting started instructions and resources. In every single board, we will have a getting started instructions and resources list, and it will give us some instructions. If a board uses these colored labels, here, this is the question, so we click here to find the answer. As you can see, all of these green ones represent lesson guide publications. These yellow ones are transcripts. The orange is testimony. This purple pinkish color is a pocketbook. We have booklets, tracts, sermon handouts, newsletters. We have each one representing something different. So if you're ever curious what the labels represent, you click this one on the first list and it will let you know. That's why now when we look at these colors, once we have memorized what, or we can just use this as a reference, what these colors represent, it's easy to look at each card and know exactly what I'm looking at. For instance, this Daniel 2 booklet, we know it's a booklet because of that. But if we click this, we can open up the card. And here, this may look a little confusing, but on the back of a card, it could be however simple or robust you would like it to be. Here, some basic sections of every card that you will find is right at the top. You have the title. That is usually the only thing that you're able to see is the title. And underneath the title you will find the labels. As we see, this is labeled a booklet. The description is usually where your instructions, directions, explanation, or helpful tips to how to actually get the task at hand done. The attachments actually gives you a link for finding the actual file here, and underneath that you may or may not have a checklist of things that you do. And as we make progress through it, you can see the progress bar goes up and it goes down. So that really helps us along the way to see what needs to be done. And at the end of every card, at the bottom, you have a comment section, which is really great if you're collaborating with the different people. This will allow you to message people. You can say, how is this card going? And then the people you're working with are able to reply or comment again. And if you want to message someone directly, it is important that you @ and mention their name right here, and then you click it. This will send a notification to them where they will see it in the top right corner. That little bell will turn red and they'll get notified, and it'll send them an email. So if I just leave it at that and I don't mention someone's name, then it may go unnoticed. So it's important to always mention people if there's specific people we are trying to talk to. So in every card, that's basically what you have. What's also nice is, let's say we have this lesson guide, the Bible, our foundation. We want to create a question-answer Bible study on this. So to do this, we have attached the file here. We can download it real simple like. We can access the file once it's downloaded, and we can edit it. And then Marina offered to help with this one, so we are going to go over here. You have the add column. You don't need to use all of these features, and I understand when you're first understanding what Trello is, it may be a little confusing, but you'll get the hang of it. Just stick with these basics. But when you add a member, I can go over to add Marina, and boom, she is now a member of this card. Now when you look, you have the Bible, our foundation, you have Marina right there. She is now delegated to look at this task and to be doing this. And once she's added as a member, she is in essence subscribed to it. I'm going to subscribe too, because anything that changes on here, I will get notified. Just like mentioning people, if someone writes comments, I'll get notified if I subscribe, but I won't if I do not subscribe. And that way we can communicate and talk with one another about this project. What's also neat about cards is they allow us, when working together, we can create a due date over here, and we can choose what day each of this needs to be done. So let's say this could be done by next Friday, the 23rd. I'm going to save that, and here we have the due date, October 23rd. This will actually give us a notification, and if you see, the due date is October 23rd, and it lets you know right there. So if the due date is coming closer and closer, we will see, let's say it is going to be done on Monday, or how about Sunday? No, Friday. There we go. If this is, today is the 16th. Now, if it is due tomorrow, you see it went from gray to yellow. It's showing the urgency of what is taking place. And if we go from tomorrow to, let's say it's going to be done, it needs to be done at 4 p.m. today. We save that. It stays yellow, but if it's done, its due date it was yesterday, it actually turns red, and it shows that it's past due. So it notifies us how far along each project is and when it should be done. So that is very useful to keep in mind. I'm going to put this due date a little bit further. But okay, so in essence, Trello allows you to do this and it uses the principle of, this is basically a to-do list that it lets us know what we use Trello for in order to organize things. And hopefully that rundown gave you a better understanding of how Trello is used. We're able to keep in contact with each other, and it's a very organized way to share files, to share comments, to write down instructions, and to delegate, and to be able to work together in a team in an organized fashion. Trello is, in simplicity, gospel organization. Thanks for watching and have a great day.